We're getting wild on the channel today. We have two of Wild Card's latest offerings, 2024 Automania American and 2023, that's right, 2023 American Metallic. All autos today. Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It is your boy RGL and I am back, and today we are doing an all wild card video and we have two of their latest offerings. This released last month. This is 2024 Wild Card Automania American Football Edition. 8 autographs per box. Features Caleb Williams, Shutter Sanders, Carson Beck, among others. And then this one just came out last week. This is 2023. That's right, 2023 American Metallic, formerly known as Wild Chrome. I don't know why they changed it. Maybe some issues with the chrome. I don't know. Not going to speculate. But I'm pretty excited to rip this one today because a couple months ago, the hobby told me that unlicensed cards are very, very cool again. And we've known that for years here on the channel. But that's what everybody else says now. So I guess I'm an innovator. I'm a trendsetter in the hobby.
Acknowledge me.
If you're new here, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. As always, I do appreciate a like on my content. It's a little strange that we have a 2024 product come out and a 2023 product come out from the same company.
If you can't beat them, join.
But Panini is doing it over on with professional football, with, you know, Elite recently coming out, and we still have like National Treasures, we still have like Flawless to go, and Chronicles, and a couple other 2023 branded sets. So we're seeing that over at Panini as well. So not too out of the ordinary. This one is coming in around 180 to 200 a box. 8 autographs per box. Everything is going to be in mags. They are inside packs. All autographs are numbered to 25 or less. Checklist is a little bit bigger on this one, so you get 2 extra autographs. The checklist on this one is a little smaller, and this is 6 autographs for around the same price. And once again, I believe all cards are going to be numbered to 25 or less as well. I could be wrong about that. I think it's Wild Marble, Wild Light, Wild Glass, Wild Paint, and then the Wild Fractals and the Mega Fractals, which are both one-of-ones. I think every box does come with a one-of-one, I want to say. I think every box comes with a one-of-one. One of the cool things about the 2023, the reason why I particularly like the 2023 a little bit more, is this guy right here. His name is CJ Stroud. You might be familiar with him. Stroud does have rookie autographs in this product, being a 2023 product, even though it has 2 less autographs. American Metallic. Metallic is kind of like Wild Card's like flagship set, in my opinion, as I understand it. Whereas Automania is just like one of their few sets that they put out. I know they put out Matte as well, and 5-card draw. But I think Metallic is going to be their name moving forward. It's been around for a few years. I think Wild Card came back in 2021. And if we learned anything with Composite and Topps Chrome Basketball, we learned that unlicensed cards are cool again. That's what the hobby has taught us. And yeah, there should be no difference between the CJ Strouds coming out of these and the CJ Stroud autographs coming out of Composite. That's how I feel. 200 bucks to chase some CJ Stroud autos. I'm game. A lot of the people in the hobby like to talk about hobby boxes being too expensive, and there is a world that exists where you can get 6 autographs for under 200 bucks and chase some of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, some of the best quarterbacks in all of college. That is with these boxes right here, as well as some Leaf products as well. But we're not talking about Leaf today. We're taking a look at Wild Card only. And we're going to start off with this one that came out last month, and I just never found time to review it on the channel. Every quarterback you could ever imagine is in this one, except CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson. I don't believe they are in. And yeah, Caleb Williams autos are going to be in. JJ McCarthy, Bo Nix, all of the QBs from the 2024 rookie class. And then also some legendary names. Brett Favre, and also like Drew Brees, Josh Allen, Brock Purdy are in as well. And there is our one-of-one pack right there. That is our 2024 case hit pack, actually. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop on into this one. Everything to 25 or less. A lot of different parallels in this one. Let's see who we can find. We're going to kick off with Ja'Tavion Sanders. And that's going to be a 3 of 3 on like the circles. I think they don't call them disco. I think they're circles. Ja'Tavion Sanders is going to kick it off for us, 3 of 3. Can't remember if Jaden Daniels is on the checklist. I know he's a big one. His Leaf cards are going crazy right now. Rookie, 3 of 10. Going to be Tarshib Still. So, unfortunately, you are going to get, you know, a lot of defensive players, a lot of offensive linemen, when you get 8 autographs per box, it's just a reality. You're not going to get 8 quarterbacks or 8 skills position players. You're always going to have to throw in some of those names as well when you're doing 8 autographs per box for under 200 bucks. But hopefully we see a couple QBs in this one. 25-25. That's going to be Will Pauling. No. Not a, I wouldn't call myself a college football savant. We watch a lot of college football the last couple of years. Really started to get into collegiate more than professional sports, actually, the last couple of years. But some of these names I'm not going to be familiar with, so I apologize if one of these players had an incredible game. I have been paying attention to the Heisman chase, the top teams. Watch a lot of Colorado games these days, a lot of FSU games because JML's here now. That's going to be Penny Boone. Penny Boone, 16 of 25. Trying to remember some of the chases that we were looking for outside of like the Carson Becks and Sanders of the world. I know Arch is not in this one, unfortunately. That's going to be Jaquez Petaway, 4 of 10 Jaquez Petaway. Travis Hunter's in this one. He's a big one, obviously. At this point, man, Travis Hunter might be a top 3 pick next year. I'm very curious to see if he's going to be a wide receiver or cornerback. Obviously, he makes more money as a wide receiver in the NFL, but something tells me he might want to play cornerback. I know he wants to play on both ends of the ball. I don't know if we're going to see a two-way player who plays every down, but you never know. Gabe Taylor's going to be a safety, 23 of 25, and I do like that they do put their first trading card. Yeah, I do like that. You know, it's their first trading card, so you're not going to find Gabe Taylor. You might find him in like Sage. Sage would be another set he might be in, or you never know. Final one here before we get into our 1-of-1 case hit pack. That's going to be Tez Johnson. Tez Johnson, 2 of 25. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the meat right here. This is going to be a guaranteed 1-of-1 case hit. Is this called maybe a double eagle? I think it's called like a double eagle, if it's what I'm thinking of. It's got the eagle, so it should be a double eagle, I believe. Shorter checklist on these. Donovan Edwards, okay. From the national champion, Michigan Wolverines. 1-of-1 Donovan Edwards. I love that he signs his little name with a heart. We've seen him in sets like Bowman Chrome, Bowman's Best. So he has had other autos. I think he's in Leaf as well. 1-of-1 Donovan Edwards to round that box out. No quarterbacks in that one, unfortunately, but yeah, not every box is gonna have a Bo Nix or a Shooter Sanders or Caleb, but maybe this box will, because this is the newer one. This is the one that I'm a little more high on.
I'm so high right now.
Just because the checklist is a bit smaller, and there's Stroud autos, Anthony Richardson autos, although his stuff is starting to take a dive. Yeah, let's see what we can find in this one. Once again, all cards going to be numbered to 25 or less. And this one's actually quite a bit heavier. I've actually never opened one of these yet. I believe all of these are going to be in 1-touches as opposed to the other one, which are in like snapped cases. And one of the things that I do like about this product is it says what it is in here. So here's like a wild marble to 25. Here's a wild paint to 5. Wild glass to 10. To 15. And we have a mega fractal 1-of-1. Let's go. Mega fractal 1-of-1 to end the video. Now if we could just see a big name like a Stroud. I'll just take Stroud. We'll kick it off to 25. I really enjoy that these are all individually wrapped. Yeah, that's one of the things that I really like that they do, you know, as opposed to Leaf, is that they wrap them all. And yeah, kicking off with DJ Williams, 9 of 12. It's like opening, you know, it's like opening a box of, you know, not Prism, but, you know, it's kind of cool to have something to unwrap rather as opposed to opening the box and there being a jewel case or top loads or whatever the case may be. I like that every card is like individual. It kind of lends itself more to the traditional pack opening experience, I guess you would say. All right, here is going to be to 10. I don't know why we're doing this ahead of the Wild Light to 15, but that's okay. To 10 or less, quarterback. Aiden O'Connell, 2 of 3, rookie. He hasn't really gotten to do too much yet in the NFL. Maybe he'll come around. I don't know. We'll see. Only time will tell. Aiden O'Connell of the Raiders, 2 of 3. And here's to 15 right here. This is going to be a Wild Light. Excited for that Mega Fractal at the end of this one. That's going to be Jabari Smalls. Jabari Smalls from the Volunteers. 7 of 8 on that one. I was hoping it would be like... This is 2023, so it could have been like Joe Milton, I guess. Could have been a good one. He had some potential, you know. Had a good preseason. But people were saying he was going to start over Drake May. Has not happened yet. Alright, here's going to be our Wild Glass to 10. Another Wild Glass. DeMarco Helms. Defensive back, 1 of 3. Don't know if he got drafted or... I guess he's Atlanta Falcons. I guess it is. I actually just noticed that. That's kind of cool. So they can't put Falcons, but they can put Atlanta. So Jabari Smalls was Titans. Aiden O'Connell says Vegas. And DJ Williams says Tampa Bay. Alright. Just realized that. Nice little touch right there for those of us who are not familiar with some of the deep cuts. Here we go. Wild paint to 5. To 5 or less. Show me a quarterback. Quarterback. That low. That. John Reese Plumlee, 1 of 3. Do I know who he got drafted by? John Reese Plumlee. Was he an undrafted? Can't remember. Somebody tells me like Bengals maybe. Pittsburgh got drafted by Pittsburgh. 1 of 3 on that one. It's a pretty design. Almost kind of reminds me of like the Fire and Ice designs. I like that. Pulsar. Final card of the day, man. I like these wild card products. I'm not gonna lie. I like wild card. I like Leaf. Been a fan of. Been a big advocate for unlicensed cards for many years. Not just the last 2 months when they seem to be popular with everybody else. I would love to just hit a nice 101 right here. 101 Mega Fractal. I think this is actually the best parallel you can pull from one of these boxes. They make Fractal 101s and then Mega Fractals. Mega Fractal 101. Of Blake Corum. He's with the Rams right now. He hasn't really done too much, but he was also on the national champions Michigan last year. Blake Corum 1 of 1 Super Fractal. Kind of got that wave design to it. One thing that I've noticed that Wildcard has not yet done is adopted the Super Fractor. I know they can't call it a Super Fractor, but gold vinyl, or as Leaf calls it, Super Prismatic. They haven't adopted that foil onto any of their cards yet. I don't think I've ever seen a wild card, like, quote-unquote Super Fractor or Super Fractor copy, whatever you want to call it. Gold Champagne Swirls, I guess they could call it. I don't think anybody's chosen that yet. Blake Corum 101 to wrap it up. So we got Donovan Edwards and Blake Corum today. Overall, though, I do think we got 2 of the worst boxes that I have personally seen of this. Not much for the quarterback play, and that's kind of one of the big chases in this one. None of the real big chase collegiate stars either. No Sanders, no Travis Hunter, no Carson Beck. None of the big veteran chases like Josh Allen or Brock Purdy. And no Strouds, no Richardsons, no Caleb. So I would say these were 2 of the worst boxes I have seen, unfortunately. But like I said, I'm not results orientated on this channel. Just because I open a couple of bad boxes in my daily video. We open a lot of this stuff in our group breaks, and I've seen very many good boxes. And consistently, I do believe that the ROI in these $200 boxes has consistently been better than, you know, National Treasure, Panini, or, you know, all the Panini products that come out way too high and then they go down in value. Consistently, I see Wildcard and Leaf with their $200 boxes providing more value back on a percentage basis than Panini. And what I mean by that is this box might be $200, but if you could run through like a 1 of 3 DeMarco Helms, like all day long, I sell this card on ComC for $8. I don't know who he is. So even like the nobodies, you sell them for $5 to $10, and Aiden O'Connell to 3 is an easy $20 on ComC. DJ Williams, John Reese Plumlee, and the Donovan Edwards or Blake Corum probably like a $35, $40 card. So I'm seeing like in a bad box that's, you know, $180. I'm seeing like 1/3 of my value back in a bad box. So what does a good box? What does a good box look like? Obviously, the ceiling is going to be much lower. There's not going to be any I don't think there's going to be any $5,000 wild card cards. Not even the Stroud 1 of 1s. But lower ceiling, but you have less of a chance to get crushed. You're never going to open a $180 box of wild card and get $5 or $10 back. Like, that's just not going to happen. $30, $40, sure. But that's like 20%, a little under 20%, 25%, whatever. And you can absolutely get crushed in a box of Panini where you can buy a $300 Elite box and get $20 back, which is like 8% or something like that. So I would say on a percentage basis, Wildcard Leaf still delivering value better than Panini. That is my time. That is my thoughts. I am giving away 2 boxes of these American Metallic promo edition. So for those of you who stayed late into the video and you're still watching, leave me an honest comment. Let me know what you think of Wildcard, the last couple releases. What do you think? What would you like improved with these? Do you have any? Do you love them? Just sound off. Leave your comment. It's below. I will pick a winner in a couple of days. And that is going to do it for me. Take care. Stay safe. And we'll catch you next time on Down the Road.